Hello and welcome to episode 4 of England Under 25s, a series for Euro 2020 here on Boston United FM. In this episode, we have at least the first knockout round against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal in Euro 2020. Should we progress, we'll also play the quarter-final. We went through the group stage undefeated after a promising draw with Croatia, then impressive and comfortable victories over the Czech Republic and old foes Scotland. We topped the group ahead of Croatia on goal difference to set up today's match with Portugal. However, Scotland also made it into the knockouts as one of the better performing third place teams. Croatia have since been knocked out by Spain, with the Scots facing Germany not long after our game against Portugal. We beat Portugal at home in a friendly only back in March, with goals from Dele Alli, Marcus Rashford and Mason Mount, all coming in the first half. Two changes have been made to the lineup from the 4-1 win over Scotland, as Mason Mount returns from injury instead of Phil Foden, and Raheem Sterling gets his place back on the left-hand side of the attack from Jack Grealish. Grealish is really struggling for fitness and is one of the 3 players to miss out on the bench. Jadon Sancho is currently the top scorer in the whole tournament with 4 goals so far, having scored twice against both the Czechs and the Scots. Dean Henderson is yet to keep a clean sheet, however we have conceded just the once in each game. Now obviously Ronaldo should be their danger man. He seems to be showing with his family name there, Aveiro, rather than his actual shirt name. But Portugal do have some other really good players as well. Ruben Dias at the back, we'll have to get past him. And then there's Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva in the midfield. I think I'm going to point my finger and tell the players that I want you to pick up where you left off last time out. That's motivated most of the team. So let's get to the tunnel interview. Being asked if we can stop Ronaldo, I think we'll give it a good go. I think he's been playing from the left-hand side just lately. So we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold out on that side to hopefully keep him quiet. Being asked if Joe Gomez is performing well, I think he is. I think he's been our best defender so far. But the players are out. So let's kick off this knockout round. Throw in for Portugal on the right-hand side. The cross comes in. There is Ronaldo. We know he can head the ball and jump pretty high, but he's headed it over that time. Goal kick launched forward by Portugal. Mason Mount there. He's dropped a little bit deep. Sancho now on the right-hand side. He's been our player of the tournament so far. Here's Dele Alli. He's advanced a little bit. Ward-Prowse trying to get on the end of the pass, but João Felix now brings it away. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. He's now advancing. He's got plenty of defenders around him. And we do win the ball back through Dele Alli, but he gives it away to Ruben Dias. But we do get the ball off him. Here's Marcus Rashford with his pace. He's running at the defence, gone past the defender. But Lopez just collects the ball on one knee. It's been a very quiet opening half an hour. Bernardo Silva with the cross, but there's Trent Alexander-Arnold with a massive clearance. And Domingos collects it at the back for Portugal. Ruben Dias kicks it forward, but only finds Joe Gomez. Here's Ward-Prowse. He's been playing pretty well over the last couple of games. Bernardo Silva picks the ball up again. He's been getting the ball seemingly more than Ronaldo has, but here's Bruno Fernandes onto Ronaldo. Alexander-Arnold's there. And it's a great challenge. Thought there might have been a hint of a penalty there, but we've not gone to VAR. And it's all gone a little bit quiet. We keep repelling the attacks, but giving the ball straight back to the Portuguese. Here's Bernardo Silva through on goal. And it is 1-0 to Portugal. Just a bit of a long crossfield ball over the top of the defence. Bernardo Silva slots it just past Dean Henderson, and it's very disappointing to concede like that. Portugal on the ball again. Can we win the ball back and keep it for a little bit longer this time? Here's the goal scorer, Bernardo Silva. To Sergio, to Ricardo, who's got forward on that right-hand side. Back to Sergio. Some neat little passing. There is Ronaldo, and he's made it 2-0. He was marked as the danger man, as he always should be. Arguably the best player in the world. And he's put his country that he captains 2-0 up against us. Just 40 minutes on the clock. It's going to be a long way back from here. They're checking the offside, but he's very much at least level. And we go in at the break, 2 goals down. Looking at the statistics, we've actually played pretty well. We've not really seen much of it in the highlights. We've had that shot from Rashford, which was on target, and the keeper saved it pretty easily. But apparently we've had 7 shots on target. We will look to make changes fairly early on in the second half if we don't get a quick goal back after half time. But I'm going to point my finger at the players and go out there and give these fans the money's worth. We're restarting play with a goal kick. Joe Gomez comes forward, gives it to Jadon Sancho. What can he do? He should be our danger man. But we do miss out on the attack. And it's now back with Portugal. There's a man running. It's Bruno Fernandes. Is he going to get his shot away? He does, and he makes it 3-0. That could be good night. That could be us knocked out of Euro 2020 in just the first knockout round. Another lovely ball by Bernardo Silva. He got the first goal himself, so he's on course to be player of the match. Throw in with Ben Chilwell on the left-hand side. Here's Marcus Rashford. He's been shifted out to that left-hand side because Dominic Calvert-Lewin has come on. The ball's found its way to Sancho, and he's made it 3-1. We have a chance. Rashford picked the ball up on the corner of the penalty area. Back to Foden. Looked like a bit of a shot, but Sancho's picked it up and slotted home from close range, as seems to be what he does this tournament. Goal kick to Portugal. We've shifted to a 4-2-4. Can we pick up these 2 goals that we need in the last 10 minutes? Harvey Barnes, a recent substitute, gives the ball to Calvert-Lewin, through on goal, but he's put it wide. Ronaldo up for the header from the goal kick. Here's James Maddison, another substitute. Long ball forward towards Rashford. He doesn't quite get on the end of it. Maddison to Phil Foden. Jadon Sancho, a lovely ball towards Rashford, but he just can't quite get round the back of the defence. It's in the hands of the goalkeeper. He launches it forward, and we pick the ball back up with Gomez. Here's Foden. Driving forward. Into Rashford. He shoots. He scores. It's 3-2. We are back in with a chance with just over 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Wonderful football there by Phil Foden. Drives forward probably 20-30 yards. Gives it to Rashford. And that's a fantastic finish past the goalkeeper. 3-2. Here we go. 5 minutes or so to go. James Justin. He came on for Trent. And we have got the equaliser. It's Phil Foden himself. Fantastic. We've come back from 3-0 down just after half time. And it's been some of the substitutes that have made the key differences. It's a fantastic cross and it's a fantastic volley by Phil Foden. Now we're staying attacking. It seems to have done us pretty well, but Ronaldo's now going through. João Moutinho on the ball. João Cancelo in a more advanced area than normal. Portugal seemingly happy to play the ball about on the floor, but Ronaldo's now through. But Dean Henderson, currently of Manchester United, he foils the ex-Manchester United talisman, Cristiano Ronaldo. João Moutinho with the corner. It's now cleared. And Calvert-Lewin has got space ahead of him. He's now running with the ball. What can he do? He goes past the defender. He's going to shoot. And it's a great save by Lopez. But we do get a corner. We're almost into stoppage time. James Maddison to take it. We always go near post. What can we do? It's cleared. We are now into stoppage time, 6 minutes of it. James Maddison picks the ball up in the right back spot, but we give the ball away. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He's still out there. João Moutinho, Cancelo, Diogo Jota through to Cancelo. He shoots and he's probably now won the game for Portugal. 94 minutes on the clock. We've come back from 3-0 down to make it 3-3, but the sucker punch has happened. Jota with the ball through for Cancelo. Couple of substitutes combine. And the Manchester City man absolutely smashes it home. And that is it. That is the game over. What goes down as a 95th minute sucker punch has knocked us out of Euro 2020. We played exceptionally well in that second half. It's really, really horrible, but I'm going to have to say unlucky. We went in at the break 2-0 down. We got it back to 3-3, having gone 3-0 down just after half time. But that is absolutely gutting to lose out at the end. Don't really feel like speaking to the press after that. Just going to pretty much say no comment to all the questions, as we are knocked out of the European Football Championship. Phil Foden actually got man of the match, got a couple of assists. And naturally, nobody is happy having gone out in the first knockout round. Obviously, nobody really knows in the press that we're only selecting players 25 and under from the start of the season. So obviously there will be questions as why those players named on there, Kyle Walker, Jordan Henderson and Harry Kane, who all missed out because they're too old for this series, and why they weren't chosen. I guess all we need to do now is go forward to final day and we'll see who actually wins the European Championships of 2020. Italy beat Switzerland by 2-0 in the final, two teams who played each other, and Wales in the group stages. Federico Chiesa opened the scoring on 31 minutes, with Alessandro Bastoni securing the Euro 2020 title for the Italians with 25 minutes remaining. Our conquerors Portugal didn't get very far after sneaking past us with that stoppage time winner, as they lost 2-0 to Poland in Dublin in the quarter-final. Scotland were knocked out on penalties at the same stage as us by Germany, who then went out to Spain in the quarter-finals. Switzerland won against Poland by 2-0 in the first semi-final, and then Italy required extra time to get their 2-0 victory against Spain. Looking back at our performance as a team across the 4 tournament matches, we were very unlucky to only get to the first knockout round. We impressed in the group, scoring a few goals along the way, and the stats showed we did not deserve to be 3-0 down to Portugal so soon after half-time. Our change of formation to 4-2-4 and going attacking got us the 3 goals back as Phil Foden equalised with 5 minutes to go. It may be looked back on as a mistake to keep that 4-2-4 shape going through to full time in the hope of getting a winner, but it's easy now to look back and criticise the tactics as we were on a bit of a high at the time. We would lose 3 members of the England squad for the next World Cup, as James Ward-Prowse, Raheem Sterling and Luke Shaw are either already 26 or will turn 26 before the next squad would be named. A longer term save would be interesting to see how the nation develops younger talent, especially pushing them into the senior national team earlier than they would do with a normal selection process. But that brings us to the end of England under-25s for Football Manager 2021. If you've enjoyed the content of this episode, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.